Good morning, Toastmaster and dear friend and dear guest. So today's meeting, I am a sergeant at arms. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention the three ground rules which we follow in our Toastmaster meeting. The first, please switch off or silent your mobile phone. Second, as a Toastmaster, we don't talk about the sex, politics, and religion. So please refrain from discussing this topic. Please do not cross talk. As everybody has a mission in their life, so our Toastmaster Club also has a mission to provide a positive and a great provider. Sorry, to as everybody in their life, they has a mission to achieve their goals. Likewise, our Toastmaster Club has a mission. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is provide supportive and a positive learning experience in which a member can empower and develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in a safer, in a greater self-confidence and a personal growth. With that note, I would like to, with that note, with tremendous round of applause, I would like our President, Toastmaster Dixon.
Recording is open, all right. Thank you, Toastmasters. I wish to keep the meeting in order. And I think in our Rudy Toastmasters Club, because of the hybrid setup, the most difficult position in EDSCOM is essay. I'm sure about it because I know how difficult it is doing and tried personally to do all this kind of stuff. Very difficult. I think. So please give big round of applause for me. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, okay. Happy Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can confuse everyone.
I think it's the second,
Second Sunday of May.
Oh,
Yeah, correct. So today is second
My children celebrated the 9th position.
Oh, great. Okay. So I call meeting number 170 open. We have a first time come to know about our club.
Yeah, so my name is Jacob. Hi everyone, my name is Jacob. I'm working in Cisco Systems as a software engineer. Yeah, so I wanted to improve my English. That is the motivation to search in the internet to find my nearest data and stay nearby. I hope actually I'll also learn and I'll also one of the best people like you. Yeah, that is it.
Thank you, thank you. Toastmasters International, October 1924, Ralph Medley started a small club in USA. And within 110 years of time, now it became one of the most famous non-profitable organizations in the world, where we have more than 3 lakh members in around 15,000 clubs with the support of 144 countries. So that's all about the Toastmasters, and we can discuss more about the Toastmasters with each other after the meeting itself. And I'll send you a special guest packet also for your information about the Toastmasters. Thank you. Welcome. Why we are here, first of all? Give me an answer. Why we are here? Anyone from this side? Why we are here?
One is communication, second one is leadership.
Yeah.
These
Okay.
two factors attract me.
And from this side, anyone? Why we are here? Not Tanrija, because she is going to be PMOD, so
Collaborate.
yes.
And
Yes.
working, like.
Have a great Sunday morning.
Great, great. All are correct answers for sure. All are correct answers. But today, I prefer to give one more answer. We chose to be here today because we are a Toastmasters. We chose to be the Toastmasters. Probably our friends, our families, they might be on bed today now, or maybe they are enjoying their breakfast, or maybe they are watching movies. But we chose to come here to want to work as a Toastmasters and encourage our members for their selfless job. This because for our future betterment, right? And also we are having fun in Toastmasters itself. It's all about the power to choose. And now today we have a thought-provoking great theme. power to choose. To talk about this thing, we have a Toastmaster, a seasoned Toastmaster, a well-known person in the Toastmaster community. And I would like to say she is the headmistress of Foodie Toastmasters Club. Actually speaking, the reason is that whenever we go in the wrong way, she comes here to help. No, you have to go that way. That's the correct way, and that means a lot for us. It helps a lot. She is the voice and accent and skill, communication skill trainer, and moreover, our own Toastmaster. So let's welcome with a big round of applause our Toastmaster of the day.
You put me on the pedestal. I need to come down for those kind of words for me. Good morning to all.
Good morning.
Awesome. Good morning to every one of you. I hope I'm within your vision because you're too much on the side. If you want, you can sit there. But your position is just right because there's something I'll show on the screen, not now, Kalpesh, so you'll be able to see better from there. Shoes. Suppose you were made to be in the same circumstances day after day, made to eat the same kind of food day after day, wear the same clothes. Remember your school days, we had to wear the same uniform. We didn't have a choice. Mind the word choice. We didn't have a choice to change our dress. Even though we wanted, we had party dresses at home, we had our favorite dresses at home, but we couldn't. No one likes to be in a limited atmosphere or circumstances. Choices always give us that sense of freedom. Yes, we can do so many things. Is there anyone?
Yeah.
Why? Choices always give us a sense of freedom, a sense of control. When you have a sense of freedom, you do have a control over what you want to do, what you don't want to do. When I was in the hostel, we had just one mess. Food was the same. We knew what was on Monday, what was on Tuesday, what was on Wednesday and other days. Boring. We never felt excited going into the dining hall. We knew what is going to be served. And for this reason, some of my hostel mates, they skipped their particular meal. Oh, I know, we are going to get aloo curry. I don't want to eat aloo. Those kinds. But later on, as times progressed, when my son went to the hostel, and when we went to get him admitted there, the admission process was going on. We got a chance to move around the campus. He was in Vitspilani, Goa campus. My God, there were so many messes. He could choose to eat from any mess. He even had 2 or 3 night messes. We didn't have that concept at all in our times. And that's how he increased. I'm using this word because he was very picky and choosy in eating. He had set things. I'll eat only this, not these things. There he became a foodie. Just because we have choices in our lives, we become better. We feel happy. And it's also one of the modes of survival. When we have choice, our survival chances are too many options, too many choices also confuse us, right? There are hordes of hundreds of types of oils that are available in the market. Now, which one to choose? Each one is vying for competition that we are heart friendly and whatnot about the oils. We all get confused which one to buy. And every other day we have a new brand in the market. Choices, the choice that we make of whatever we choose have a bearing on our present, on our future, on our decisions, on the life that we make. Kalpesh, may we have that photograph, please? I want you to see this photograph. Now, by the time he's loading that photograph, how many of you have been to Lucknow? And how many of you have come across or been to Imambara? You see there. Okay, most of you are not familiar with that name itself. It's a Imambara is a name. It's an Urdu name, which is a hall for segregation of religious ceremonies. It was built in 1784 by Asifud-Daula. There, I'm giving just a little bit of context so that it can be aligned with our subject here. The hall is called as, the central hall is called, and the entire building is called as the Imambara. There are two Imambaras, one is Bada and one is Chota. And Bada means big and Chota means small in Hindi. And this is a part of Bada Imambara. Now, what is the beauty of this Imambara? Because it was used to have prayer meetings. Lots of people would gather together and pray during Muharram or other such religious occasions. This hall is big enough, bigger than probably this entire place that you have where we are sitting. It is without any support, without any pillar. The architecture has been made in such a way that it has no support as is required for such a big structure to stand and survive since 200-300 years. Now, how was it possible? It was possible by making the walls hollow. Okay, the walls were hollow, the ceilings were hollow, the dome that was built, because it was a typical of the the Mughal architecture, domes were made. Domes were hollow, everything was hollow so that the weight is minimum and the hall is still standing. It's one of the major attractions, tourist attractions in Lucknow, in UP rather. Now, coming to the hollow walls, because that is the context where I will take you to. The walls are hollow and there are passageways made like this in the hall, in the walls. There are about 100 such passage, not 100,000 such passageways, and there are around 500 of such entry points over there. Only one exit. If you enter any of these passageways, there's more likelihood of getting lost in them without a guide. So you're not allowed to go in these passageways without a guide. You will not be able to come out of it. And this was one of the purpose, because when the Britishers attacked Lucknow and all these such tourist places, many of them could enter but could not come out, and they didn't survive over there. So it's not allowed to go. Rather, if you look at this, how many ways can you see? Ways means directions can you see here? See the one? One is four, yes. Every such entry point of this has 4 directions, left, right, one from where you enter and one from where you can leave. When you were standing here, I've been to this place, that's why I can explain to you so well. You were standing here, you enter and you come to a center, you have one direction here, one in front, and the one of course from where you entered. Which one do you choose so that you are able to come out? And such centers are there, 500 of them. There's no indication where to go. You have to make a choice. If you make a choice to go left, you will end up in one of these alleys again. From there again, if you come to such a 4-way crossing, you again have to choose, should I go this side, front, or should I go back? It's a maze. What we call it in Hindi is a bhul bhulaiya. If you have heard of Lucknow Imambara's bhul bhulaiya, that is more of a common word that we are aware of and you must have heard. Bhul bhulaiya means it's a maze, you will get lost for sure. There is only one direction in which if you go, you will reach the exit point, and that is the terrace. It will lead you to the terrace in the open, and you can come down through stairs, or you can choose to come down again through these. What context does it have to my topic today? The topic says the power to choose. What do you choose can either lead you to a maze like this in life or give you the right direction. Now in this, let me tell you, I'll come to the right direction of this later on. Let us start with our speeches also. May we allow it to come?
Yeah.
We'll continue this, the power to choose. Why is it important? Because you can choose to be anything. You can choose to be anywhere. You can choose anything in your life for yourself or for the people whom you feel you're responsible for. But what should be the right thing to do? There's only one way to exit. Okay, so what should you choose? How should you choose? We'll come to that later. Let's start with our usual Toastmasters meeting. We have 3 sections, that is the prepared speech section, the table topic section, and the evaluation section. Okay, each of these 3 sections hold their own importance. Let's dive into them wholeheartedly. Choose to be here 100% today because it's a learning for everyone. In the prepared speeches, we have icebreaker speeches from 2 of our fresh and new Toastmasters. Before I start, let me call upon the evaluator of the first of all, let me call upon a person whom I call a man of all seasons. He's a veteran and a seasoned Toastmaster who has a wealth of knowledge, a sample of which you just now witnessed 10 minutes ago. He can even challenge the authorities here with his knowledge. Okay? No doubt about that. Please put your hands together for an interesting person to talk to. Please devote some time to talk to him after this meeting because he definitely has something to add to your knowledge and guide you. Please put your hands together to welcome our general evaluator of today, DTM Manoj.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I can't say more than this. The finest start I have received in many years. So let's get on to the meeting. I have the toughest and maybe a little unpleasant, I should say so, in terms of being the general evaluator for the day. It's my job to watch the overall meeting proceedings and give my feedback. So naturally, it's salt plus pepper, some more salt, rarely any sugar. So to keep the meeting running, I have 3 people in my team: the R counter, the grammarian, and the timer. So first off, let's begin with our timer for the day. Toastmaster Kiran, could you mention what you're going to do?
Good morning, everyone. Today's theme of the meeting is power to choose. If you want to choose the pain of discipline or pain of regret, which one do you choose? Discipline. That compels you to manage your time. So I'm here today to help you with to manage your time. Then prepared speakers, table topics, and all those things. So for the prepared speakers, since it is a icebreaker, we have 4 to 6 minutes. At the time of 4 minutes, I will show a green card. 5 minutes, yellow card. At 6 minutes, red card, and 30 seconds grace period will be there. So for table topics, we have minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show green card. 2 minutes, I will show, 1.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. 2 minutes, I will show red card. And you have a 30 seconds grace period. For evaluation, individual evaluation, we have minimum of 2 minutes, a maximum of 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show green card. 2.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. And 3 minutes, I will show. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. Now on to the second role taker in my team, that's the R counter, we have Toastmaster Madhumita.
Good morning, Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. So I'm going to be the R counter for today. So as the R counter, it is my responsibility to note down all the speakers who are on the stage, any filler words or repetitive words like so that take down the effectiveness of the speech. So I will be noting all of these occurrences, the number of times they say it in their speech, and I will present my report at the end of the meeting and call upon by the general manager.
Thank you. And now to the most important part, member of the team, the grammarian, the one who watches what you say. Toastmaster Ajay.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ajay. It's been My second role, what I have taken as last week, I took a role of accountant and this time grammarian role. It's first time, so as a in this role, I'll be looking at basically grammar. Okay, and there is word of the day which has been published in the. I would like to see what you call this particular word. We need to use it as if it is possible to use in whatever context we are speaking. It might be in with respect to speeches or even during table topics also. So once it has been used, we can say thumbs up. So what of the day is chivalry? Meaning chivalry refers to the qualities of the ideal life, such as honor, generosity, and courtesy to others. It is used especially to refer to such a behavior as expressed by men towards women. An example, the gentleman was known for his chivalry. Right? Thank you.
So my team and I will come back after the speeches are done. We do have multiple speeches today, as of course Mr. Panuja had mentioned. So I'll ask her to take over and continue with the floor.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let's start right away because I cannot wait to listen to these speeches and listen to what they have to talk about themselves. Icebreaker speeches are typically an introduction to themselves. The speaker says about himself or herself, whatever they have to tell us. It's not just an introduction, it's more of a mingling with the family of the club members as well as Toastmasters. I always look forward to these icebreaker speeches. So first in our line is a person. Although he today is going to introduce himself through his speech, but let me just tell one or two things about him, what I just love. He's a calm person by looks and also by his nature, because what is inside you always shows outside you also. Calm, mature, a software engineer who loves to choose consciously improvement. That is why he is in Toastmasters today. We have an icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Trilok. Oh, sorry. Evaluator is Akanksha. Sorry. Akanksha, read out the objectives of this speech.
As you all know, our first speaker for today is Toastmaster Trilok. He is giving his icebreaker speech, that is level 1, and his pathway is dynamic leadership. The purpose of the speech is to introduce himself. The topic of the speech is Bangalorean. Okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you so much, Akanksha. So, Toastmaster Trilok, Bangalorean, a quest, Bangalorean, Toastmaster Trilok.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanuja. Where are you from? This is a question that is often asked when you meet somebody new. And to which my answer is Bangalore, of course. But then there's this question of mistrust that comes in. No, but basically where are you from? And that does not have a very trivial answer for me. And the reason why it is so, let me take you back into my past and tell a little bit about the places where I have lived in. So I grew up in a place called Kharagpur. It's a small town in West Bengal. I did my schooling over there. It was known for 3 main things during those times. First, there's an IIT. Second, the then longest railway station. The third, that irrespective of anything, everybody used to take a nap between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. not to be disturbed. Now, post my schooling, I went to college to this place called Warangal. The college was an eye-opening moment for me because I was out of the protective bubble that home was. And also got an insight into the lives of other people, my college mates. I did my engineering over there. And post-college, allured by this tech world, I moved to Bangalore for work. And other than a bit of time spent for my master's, I've been in Bangalore. Now remember the part where I was talking about this non-triviality of where I am from? Let me summarize the story for you. My parents are from UP, but I have not lived there. I've lived in this place called Kharagpur, a university campus in Kharagpur, which is as multilingual and multicultural as it can be. In fact, I learned to speak Bangla, the language of West Bengal, when I went to college, which is in Andhra, which now is in Telangana. Now, so there was this cultural identity crisis that has stayed with me. And that led to a strong yearning of a sense for a need for belonging. And because I'm in my Bangalore, so I like Bangalore. Like I'm generally fond of it, be it food, culture, people, the vibes in general. And because there was this need that I had and this relation that I was able to see, I wanted to be a Bangalorean. Now, in order to be a Bangalorean, the classical definition says that you should have taken birth in that city. But that is a physical impossibility now. So I went with the second definition, which is be fluent in the language which is spoken in the city. Now, I was a bit lazy, so I thought I'll pretend to be fluent in the language that is spoken in the city. So, after several failed New Year resolutions in learning the language, having tried these invented words like left to and right to, it didn't work out. So, I thought it's time for doing something serious. So, I enrolled in a Kannada speaking course. I did my homework, I did my classes, assignments, even practice speaking Kannada. And one fine day I felt I am ready to take that ultimate test. I was going to walk up to an auto, start the conversation, and throughout my journey, I was going to speak in Kannada, have a conversation. So one fine evening, in Indiranagar, I stepped outside. I with all of these possible synthetic conversations in my head, revised once, twice, several times. I boarded this auto. I even started the conversation. Everything was going just fine until there's this biker who comes in and he cuts this auto. And naturally, this auto person gets upset. And he was trying to seek these validations from me, saying that how bad job this person had done. And you know, typically how we do that we seek validation from the person who's sitting next to us, saying, wasn't he such an idiot? Things like that. And he was also doing that to me. But the problem was, I was prepared for conversations like, how's the weather? Did you have food? I was certainly not prepared to consider the most creative expletives in Kannada that I've ever heard in my life. But there was a test going on, and I had to fake confidence. So I said, yes! And I was immediately thrown out of the auto. Because in the hindsight, I think the question that you asked me was, do you think I'm an idiot? Yes wasn't the right answer. Needless to say, I had failed my test. So it has been quite some time since that event. And the significance of both the event and its purpose has also mellowed down. What has stayed with me are the memories and the recollections of these fleeting moments that have helped me grow as a person in the city. Bangalore and its people, they have helped me whenever I needed help. In the moments of my sorrow or moments of my joy, I have had somebody to share those moments with. And in return, I've tried to play my part in the story of the city in those small ways that I could. I no longer strive to be a Bangalorean because it's not a place where I live in. It's part of who I am, this home. Thank you.
Tumba Chana speech. Now was I right? No. What is the right? Tumba Bole.
Older speech.
Okay, so I just need the word Tumba. Please very. Okay, so but yes, enamored by your speech and the way you related to Bangalore. Here it shows what he chose to be, where he chose to be, and how he has improved. So did you ever try to continue learning Kannada and be more fluent?
I continue to do that.
Did you? Can you now speak fluent Kannada. No, sorry. Please choose to learn it because, yes, if you choose Bangalore as your city, you will have to be fluent in the language. See, this is the power of learning about our members. You know, it's like knowing about our own children, what they want, what they have been through, and what they want to be. Thank you for that wonderful speech, Trilok. Thank you so much. Coming on, as I was telling that the power to choose is in our hands. We have always underestimated ourselves as human beings. We call ourselves as victims of circumstances, of situations. What could I do? Why me? I couldn't do anything. I had no choice. We say, all of us must have uttered those lines either in our head or openly when we have faced something unfamiliar, unpleasant, or any adversity. Even I am guilty of that, no problem. I openly admit it. However, you all have the power to be happy, the power to be healthy, and the power to be the best among all. But the mother of all the powers is the power to choose. How you choose to be. Okay? Now, before I delve further into this topic, because it's going to be more interesting, how you can choose the right path so that you don't get lost in the maze. As I did not, no need to show now, as we just now saw, we all are living in a maze. What to do? Because we make choices which ultimately, or most of the choices don't work out for us. And then we get lost. We get disappointed. So what can we do so that we exit from our maze successfully of confusion, maze of confusion? Before we do that, let's hear from our next Toastmaster about herself. Before that, I call upon her evaluator, Toastmaster Vaibhavi, to read out the objectives of the speech.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster today. Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
I am Vaibhavi, a geeky engineer, and I am here to introduce our next speaker. For her, it's the icebreaker speech, which means she will be introducing herself to the club and knowing the basic structure of public speaking. I wish her all the best. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you. This Toastmaster has made a beautiful choice, and I'm sure with this choice of hers, she's never going to be lost in the maze of confusion because she enjoys whatever she does, and she does only what she enjoys. Toastmaster Meena, do what you love, Toastmaster Meena.
Thank you, Toastmaster, and good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So today I would like to share about my experience on my career. So the biggest lesson what I have learned is do what you love to do. Okay, so as an average student in my academics, I was not sure what my passion is or where should I be moving to my career. I was completely blank about that. So during my degree studies, somehow I joined a computer course which says PGDSC Software Engineering. So then I came to know my passion, my hidden talent is nothing but the software engineering. I was so loving the programming. So I used to ask my faculty, give me more and more algorithms, let me resolve and come back in next 1 or 2 days. I still remember on my way to my grandparents in the train journey. All the train journey was nothing but algorithms, was back of my mind. I was taking my paper and pen all the time. I was just trying to resolve the problems. So I loved that programming so much. So I was just thinking all the IT firms are nothing but the software company. So that was only running in my mind. And I joined MCA and graduated and passed with the good results. Then I joined a small IT software company in Cochin. So it's nothing but a startup company, a very small company. It's like a house converted to a building like a software company. So I was learning many things there, many database, SQL queries, everything. I was so happy about what I was doing. All of a sudden, after 8 months or something, the colleague who joined along with me, she was telling, Veena, I got a good offer from CTS. I thought, okay, good, congratulations. So from next few days, what I'm hearing is all the congratulations are passing to her. Sitting near to her, listening to all these congratulations. Wow, Snowy, you did a great job. You are finally you are hitting, finally you are moving from this small company. All this I'm hearing, and I was just making my inferior complex. I was just talking to myself. I was telling myself, Veena, are you so bad? You don't know anything about you. Why you want to work on such a small company? Why don't you also jump fast to go to a big company like this? So even I started looking for a job change with no reason. I just searched for a job and I got an offer from a techno park to Bangalore. I went there, attended the interview, and I got selected. Looking at the big building, big infrastructure, I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. I was talking to myself, okay, you also had now joined a good company, very good. Okay, finally. The first day of my job, I realized my mistake. All IT companies are not software companies. I hate the job what they have given to me. The what they have given to me is nothing but a SQL script, copy paste, run that SQL script, take the output and put it into an Excel sheet. Go to next case. That is what I was supposed to do. 6 months over, my probation is getting end. The first day itself, I started looking for a job change. I have not got any call from any company. 6 months on the last day of my probation, I went to the CEO and told that, sir, I want to resign this organization. So he told, no, Veena, you cannot resign. The reason because I did not get any productivity from you. I told him, sir, I got a marriage proposal from a guy in Cochin. I was just lying to him. Back of my mind, I was just telling him, because you cheated me. That's the reason you did not get a productivity from me. I don't love what I'm doing now. I want to resign. That was running in back of my mind. But with the smooth smiling, I was just humbly requesting him. But finally, I decided to leave that company on the last date of probation period. Two more weeks, I just worked with the probation notice period, and then I quit the job. I went back to Cochin, and I came with no jobs in my hand. I was so feeling inferior complex. I don't want to face anyone. I just was shut down in my bedroom, and I was just running through the document courses, SQL queries. I was just 1 week, I was just completely days and night, I was just in my room. One day, my mother knocked at my door and they told, Veena, we have a marriage function tomorrow. Can we both go and attend? I told, no, I don't want. I will not face anyone without a job. I will get the job done. Only then I will be coming and with you. You go by yourself. I know I was a little harsh work, but still I managed to do that. 1 week over, an interview call came from a software company in IT in Cochin. I joined there and got selected. I was so happy. I got the best job in that. So 1.5 years I worked as a software engineer there, and I got married, and then I relocated to Bangalore. Again, I started job hunting. For 1.5 years again, there was no job as per my expectation. I finally selected in the Honeywell, and I worked for 2 years there, and finally then again moved to the current bank, which is the UK bank, currently I'm working. So from past 10 plus years, I'm working here there as a software engineer, and then I moved as a team lead, and now I'm working as an associate development manager. I love what I'm doing. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of that. Being a manager, I want to improve my communication skills and leadership skills. That's why I'm here with my Toastmaster family members. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Tumba Ola. Ole. This sound is very difficult for me to pronounce, so forgive me for this, but what I mean is excellent speech, Veena. For those who are new to Toastmasters, let me tell you, for every icebreaker speech, we give a standing ovation. Okay, that's why we all stood up to applaud Veena and Rido also. So henceforward, anyone who's giving icebreaker speech has to be applauded with a standing ovation. After these two wonderful speeches, see what I was listening intently to what Veena was saying. One of the ways to overcome anything that pulls you down, and one of the ways to exercise your power of choosing well, is Never feel sorry for yourself. Never feel sorry. I don't have this. What can I do? I'm stuck here. These are the words that will further make you feel bad about it. Kalpesh, can you show that please? Picture. Now, in this picture, if you can see, there's light coming from one side. All these passageways are built in such a way they are well ventilated, they are well lit, illuminated also by natural light. No, in those days, we didn't have this electricity that time. They're well lit. To exit from this Bhul-Bhulaiya, to exit from this maze, there's only one right choice, and that is choose the light. Choose the direction in which light is coming from, and you will be out of this Bhul-Bhulaiya. Okay? But with a word of caution, let me tell you, if ever you go to Lucknow and you must visit this Imambara also, and must go to this Bhul-Bhulaiya also, please don't go without a guide. Nowadays, I guess it's not allowed also, but if you are confident that you will be able to find your way out of this maze, it hardly takes 10 minutes. You know, if you know the way to go, and if you're familiar, people have gone many times. There are people who have been able to find their way out through the maze by themselves without a guide. But please don't go for the first time or the second time even without a guide. You'll get lost, and it'll be very difficult for us or for the authorities to find you out because it's a maze, totally a maze. So go in the direction of the light. You will always find that exit. You come out on the top, that is the terrace. Taking a cue from this, go in the direction of the light means whatever makes you happy. If your circumstances are not working for you, if your circumstances are making you feel stuck, if any situation is disappointing for you, that's definitely not light, that's darkness. So to go in the direction of light, to choose right, never feel sorry for yourself. Number one, never ever feel sorry. Whatever resources you have, minimum or no resources, work from whatever you have and move forward. This is one way in which you can build, rather rediscover your power of choice, which will take you out of this confusion or the state of disappointment that you are in always. And the second is, how can you build up? Is always, whenever you feel this situation is not right for me, any adversity you face, which we all face on an everyday situation, everyday basis, traffic at times, or you don't know what to do further, you're stuck in your job, whatever, any adversity you face, always see it as an opportunity. It's difficult, but mold your mind. See, these things are not easy to practice, but with consistency, with persistence, you will be able to harness the power of choice that you all are endowed with. Each one of us has that. So every adversity has to be viewed as an opportunity. When I came to Bangalore, I didn't even know how to copy paste. I come from a non-technical background. Let me tell you, I was a banker, and during my period as a banker, computers were just starting to get introduced into banks. I did work on the on the computer, but certain softwares were only there. I didn't know ABCD of computers. So now if you ask me, I can copy paste it. Yes, I can do it well. I can do certain other functions also well. All that I have learned, had I not done it, I wouldn't be standing where I am today. Not just in Toastmasters, but even in life. I've started a second career of myself, all because I saw an opportunity to learn and grow in the adversity. Because I come from a small town where there was no need of computers. Now, of course, computers they are all pervasive. Everywhere you find computers, everything is being done. But in those days, it was not a need, it was just a thing that was developing. So I didn't care to learn, and I thought it was not my cup of tea. Computers and I don't go together. I was more into education and all those things. But then I saw there's a need and I learned it. And I feel more empowered after learning all these things. And whatever I need now, I'm slowly learning to see an opportunity in every adversity, in every problem. Okay? And the third one, the power to choose. How can you strengthen your power to choose is choose to be positive always. Change your attitude towards everything. It's not easy. About 20 years ago, when I was a banker, I was an extremely critical person. Dealing with public is no easy job. All those who deal, and especially a banker, do you have a direct interaction with customers? You don't. Dealing with customers and all kinds of people is not an easy job because they come with their own baggage to the bank. Okay, and anything that stops them from getting what they want the work done like this. And we were doing manual work in those days. There was no computerization. Okay. Everything was manual and there was a long queue. We were doing everything manually, filling up the forms, and there were people who were illiterate also. We had to fill the forms for them also, things like that. Any delay, you would get a fight from the customers. Okay, so that kind of mentality even I had developed. I was critical for every small thing. I made a decision to change myself. It was not easy, but today, I'm no more critical. I'm saying this with pride. I'm no more critical. I don't see anything bad in anyone. In fact, if you try to criticize anyone else, I feel uncomfortable with. So this has come with a conscious change, conscious development in me. No, I will not do it. Okay, so you all can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it because I don't have that strong willpower. And most of you, I know, have a strong willpower, so you all can do it. So 3 things to develop your power to choose well, power to choose the light so that you can come out of the maze of confusion, of disappointment, of everything that pulls you down in life. Number 1 is what is number 1? How can you never feel sorry for yourself? Okay. Number 2,
Positive mindset.
develop a positive mindset. Always, there's something good in everything. In everything. If nothing else, it will make you feel good. The happiness that you get, that satisfaction, the peace of mind that you get when you see good in everything. Even if anything bad happens in front of you, whatever, there's something good in everything. These are not cliched statements, the ones that you get in the WhatsApp greetings every day. No, these are not cliched. They have a meaning, definite meaning. And number 3 is take every adversity as an opportunity. That is an opportunity, everything. So practice these 3 things. You will be developing your power to choose well, power to choose the light, power to choose happiness, and you will be liberated from the trivials of life, definitely. Now with this, I ask you now to choose. The most difficult thing that we Toastmasters feel is table topics. Okay, how many of you still feel, I do still feel, a little trepidation when table topic session comes. Okay, what do I have to speak on? Will I be able to speak or not? And to conduct this session, because if you are able to get over your fear of table topics, all those who want and have joined Toastmasters to become good speakers, this is your chance to become good speakers. Everyone can speak on things that you've prepared. Are you able to speak well on things that you haven't prepared? Test yourself through this session. And the person who's presenting this session today is a chivalrous person, no doubts. Okay? And he is also the president of our club. He has chosen consciously to come out of his comfort zone. This is a conscious choice that he has made, and for this reason, he's so successful as a Toastmaster also today. Please welcome as a table topic master, Toastmaster Dixon.
Hi, good morning everyone again.
Good
Good
morning.
How are you feeling now?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You are feeling some butterflies inside? I am also feeling. I don't know why. Okay. So today we are in one of the most exciting sessions of our Toastmasters meeting. We call it as table topics. So benefit of the guest, even the guest can participate in table topic session if you are comfortable with that, not a problem at all. It's around 2 minute session. Like I will call up a person, he will come here, we will give a topic. Then he will talk about that topic in 2 minutes. In 1 minute, the timer will show green card, and 1 minute 30 seconds amber, and 2 minutes red card will show. Then we will get 30 seconds grace time. So that's the basic structure of table topics. So let's start, right? So today our theme of the meeting is power to choose, and today I have the power since I am the table topics master. I chose that. I'll keep the topics here, and you people have to come here, and you have to choose yourself which topic you want to take. So become a basic way. So for that purpose, who will be the first person like to come here? I thought so. I was about to call you. Please take up. Hey, shuffle it. I think that should not be good. Yeah. How could it happen? Yeah. Okay, your topic is what makes you smile always? What makes you smile always? Toastmaster Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Thank you very much, table topic master. What makes me smile? The very first answer was given by the audience here, my dear. But I'm sorry to disappoint you. He always gives me a headache. That story for another time. My fire within me to be professor one day keeps me smile every day. Why? Is it the illiteracy or the people whining because of no job or no food? It is because of the stage that the Toastmaster gives me. I still remember when I was doing my 9 to 5 job and I was still aspiring to take up one freelancing project at least so that I can go to colleges and deliver a lecture. Well, the vibe back in Harvard, my native, and the vibe here in Bangalore is paradigm shift. I'll tell you why. Because there we have something called a campus culture. When I walk out of the room, you will find at least 2 or 3 students coming behind me, not to take that proxy or attendance, but to clear their doubts. Of course, they do have internet, but still, that Guru Shishya Parampara is still very awake, alive there. But here in Bangalore, they sit in the room, they raise their hand and ask, "Ma'am, this is what I have read and this is what you are teaching. Can you please elaborate?" Now, that discomfort as teacher when you hold the chalk and duster, despite knowing that you have master's degree with you, you are answering that student who's still enrolled in undergraduate course. Now, this will shatter your ego into pieces, and you will always come out as a reborn person, as a great person, as a knowledge sharer. So this very fact that one day I will be a professor in any part of the world, maybe, but holding the chalk and duster and always having that discomfort, which if the student will ask me that question and make me uncomfortable, will definitely bring a smile on my face. What do you think, David Robert Master?
In the interest of the time, we have 3 more topics. So I would like to give an opportunity for the online members, Toastmaster Arun or Toastmaster Sandeep, who is ready. I think Arun is coming up. You are ready?
Go for it.
I can't hear you.
You're not
Go
audible.
for it.
You're audible.
Go for it.
No, you're not audible.
Okay, 1 moment.
No.
Am I audible now?
Yes,
Now a
yeah.
little bit, but you have to raise the volume.
Volume.
Raise the volume. Go for it. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Topic, please.
Yeah, okay, we'll take one topic for you. You are good. Okay, I'm got it, sir. Just be careful about it. I didn't expect you. Thank you. Okay, so Toastmaster Arul, your topic is every day is a Mother's Day. Every day is a Mother's Day. Toastmaster Arul.
A few years back, when I was as active on Facebook as I am today, I saw this plethora of posts saying Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. That one selfie that people take with their mothers on a single day in a year, the entire Facebook feed was populated by such pictures that I got extremely irritated. The next day morning, I went back to Facebook, wished everybody Happy Mother's Day. Because a mother is being remembered only once a year, which is an insult to a mother. I cannot believe that people need to choose a day to say today is Mother's Day. A birthday is once a year. A Mother's Day being once a year is alien. And I can walk the talk and I can tell you that my social media name is Arun Lakshmi Sriram, because I thought now is at least a time reasonably when people can recognize me, more than 2 people recognize me. It's time to give the credit to my mother. So it's Arun Lakshmi Sriram every day of the year on Instagram and on Facebook. And when every day is a Mother's Day, you're far better behaved than when every day is a Father's Day. Back to you.
From here, anyone? Yeah, sure. Your name, please? Okay, I'll take it. Okay, please. Yes.
Or I'll take something else.
No, it's okay. Everywhere, everything is that's okay. So your topic is, if I could grant you one wish, what would you wish for? If I could grant you one wish, what would you wish for?
If I can be granted with wish, I think it would be in every wish can I ask for another wish.
Conditions are right.
If I'm given a choice to start my life from again, and whatever I think I've done some mistakes or I have some regrets, if I go back and I can correct them, I would love to do that. But I'm sure this time also I would make some other mistakes. But I think this would be something that will be good or interesting. I can't think of anything else right now. Other things I can wish for is a lot of money maybe. I think that is something that that can solve some practical problems in life. But I think there are certain other things which we wish for and there is no particular solution for it, like things he has been mentioning about mental peace. These are things that you practice and you get better with them with time and age. I don't think I have much wishes in life. Thank you.
We have last topic today. Who else want to come? Please. You take one. Okay, if you could fly in a hot air balloon over any city in the world, what city would you choose? If you could fly in a hot air balloon over any city in the world, what city would you choose?
Hello everyone.
if I have been given an opportunity to fly in a hot air balloon, I would definitely fly over New York. New York has been in, going to New York has been in my dreams, and it is a city with skyscrapers and all the diverse population, along with it has a fair mix of rivers, bridges, the urban as well as old American civilization. So when I have seen it in movies and aspire to be in Times Square, as well as look the other parts of the New York also. I even remembered the five boroughs, what New York consists of, and even imagine myself that how would I live if I haven't given a chance to Manhattan. Given that I will not have an immediate chance in Manhattan, if I could have been a hot air balloon, I would definitely fly over New York and have the view of the entire city, which still is considered one of the best tourist places in the world. Right from City of Liberty to the skyscrapers to the mixed all population around New York, it would be, I feel it's a very memorable experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you. So thanks to everyone. Since we don't have enough time for now, so I conclude my table topic session today. Thanks to everyone. It is over to you.
Thank you so much, for giving us the butterflies to all, but only some who have to face it and overcome it. Thank you. Coming to our last session now, that is the evaluation session, which is the best session of any Toastmasters meeting, because there we get to know who gets a pat and who gets a pat. Okay, or a rat. Please, DTM Manoj, our general evaluator for today, please come and tell us where we need to improve and what we did well.
Thank you, Toastmasters. I try to do my best. Today we had two icebreakers, which is a pretty rare thing in any in general. They did put two speeches, how I will put it. In fact, my personal icebreaker was a disaster. So first off, we'll have Toastmaster Akanksha, who was the evaluator for Toastmaster Trilok's icebreaker speech.
A very fascinating topic, Bangalorean quiz. Definitely, I was hoping the answer to this would not be chivalry. That Bangalorean is a quiz because of chivalry. You absolutely achieved the objective of introducing yourself. Everyone present over here, a Bangalorean, felt connected to the topic you spoke about. I personally feel that your body language was a bit constricted in a place. You were continuously tossing upon your left leg and then on your right. I think you could have better used the space present over here. This dais is all yours when you stand over. You made really well eye contacts with the people sitting over here. You could have improved a bit by looking people at the back side and in the corners. The energy that you brought about upon the stage was really good. You could have been a bit more energetic since you are standing over here on the stage. The flow of your speech, your voice nature, your voice nature supported the flow of your speech. You could have made your voice a bit more flexible by increasing the pitch and then making it more subtle. Overall, it was a very well delivered and interactive as well as a very humorous speech. It was a great icebreaker overall. Thank you.
So my feedback for both of you. Trilok, what I thought was somehow my intuition says that you're a very good storyteller. The way you brought about your travel, the day you go from Kharagpur and reach Bangalore. It was a bit of a travelogue which was really honestly expressed in terms of how I could tell a story in as simple terms as possible and keep it nice. Very well done for a travel speech about your personal things. How I would put it, as I said, you're a very good storyteller, and maybe if you decide to travel tomorrow, I would say please publish your blogs and later. Right? Now, moving on to our Akansha. You are turning out to be a good evaluator. Please go on this journey. Today it was formula, I agree. And you do have the right to refer to your notes. The speaker doesn't have the right. Okay, so please read your notes. I saw you a bit struggling here and there, which you did not have done. It was a good eval, but you should now start pushing further. Don't go for the standard stuff. Go beyond. Listen to the speech. Take it further, wherein the true intent of what you understood, what you want a speaker to prosper on is what you need to drive forward. That's what I'll ask you. Let's move on to the second speech. We had Toastmaster Veena, another icebreaker today. And we have Toastmaster Vaibhavi, who's from a different district, by the way. She's from district 124. Apart from the fact that our good past president causes her to have a cross in every other day, I think she's a pretty good solid start. And hopefully you'll become a professor one day. So let's hear your evaluation.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Manu. Do what you love. Good morning, dear Toastmasters, and in particular, Toastmaster Veena. Childhood, graduation, and manager. The way your story was in 3 parts, I will give you my evaluation in 3 parts. That is content, delivery, and summary. What a great content you had. It was packed with jargons, master of computer application, sequential query language, algorithm, programming. It was all buzzing in my head. It was as if I am reliving my 5 years again. Wow. This used to be at the tip of my tongue, even when I was talking to my mother. And she would be like, why did I enroll my daughter into engineering? So yes, I could strike a chord with you when you were using so much of jargons. However, this is a double-ended sword. If you have a room which is majority or well populated by such specialized persons or a person who resonate with you, then you have an upper hand. However, in the other case, you will have to give a bit of explanation so that the audience won't get disconnected. Next is a delivery. You had proper W eye contact, that is, you were looking at everyone as if the letter uppercase W is written in this room, which kept all of us hooked to your speech. Eyes are the ones which speak the most compared to your mouth or your body. So kudos to you on that. The internal dialogue that was going on when it was coming out of frustration, the voice modulation made the platter complete of your emotion. So well done on that. Your speech was filled with so much of emotion, frustration, struggle, contentment of becoming manager. However, if you would start your speech with a bit of questionnaire here and there, like with a raise of hands, how many of you have faced this frustration despite becoming academically inclined? This would make the audience even more interested to you because they have an answer. They have to pay attention. The last summary, do what you love. You ended your speech with that, which made it a full circle. So very rarely Toastmasters come to this point where they end their speech with what they have started. If I have to challenge you, I will challenge you to sprinkle a little bit of humor here and there so that when we move out of this room, we have smiles on our faces, butterflies in our stomach. Because even if we forget the speaker, we never forget the speech. So I want you to bring about that speech when you be on this floor. Toastmaster Veena, the fantastic Toastmaster or speaker you are. However, you bring in a little bit of changes of asking questions to the audience, promoting audience engagement and sprinkling humor, particles of humor here and there. You will become a top-notch speaker, no doubt in that. That's my report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. President, there's a membership form. It's due for last 2 months.
Oh, okay, understood. That is already there, going on.
You
You come here eventually.
Yeah, of course.
I am coming from an insurance family. Until it is on the policy bond, I don't know. Okay, so my evaluation for both of you, Veena, an honest portrayal of a person who did not let go of her principles and choices. Going in line with how to make the choice when you are in that time. Right? So when you displayed your guts and gumption, wherein you held your guns and said, no, I will do this and I must do this, because that was also kind of maybe a personal validation that you're not a run-of-the-mill kind of people who has no particular regret. So you can prove a point over there, and yes, the journey's been long and hard. I'll give you credit for that. But more than that, what I liked was you actually, maybe without any thinking, you brought on the physical display, which typically in the Toastmasters thing is you have a physical action of what your thoughts are. So I think you brought on that without even thinking a few times. Did you think about it? Exactly what I thought. It was not rehearsed. Now, those are the critical aspects which I like, but where I would ask you to consider preparing is to draw a pattern. So, when he gave me a speech, he gave me a closure. I didn't get the closure. Maybe you did not realize that you're running short on time over here, but you went on that. I would expect you to give me a closure on this journey. Maybe if you want to reuse the speech tomorrow, do it by all means. Only thing is, go very consciously where you want to say the closure where you say you proved your point to anybody who challenged you. That's the kind of the closure which I will look at in the speech part. So if we coming to your evaluation, a very good in-depth evaluation, a very professionally executed evaluation is how I will say. I'll leave it there. Right? Now let's move on to the rest of the meeting part, wherein I'll ask my team members to come and give their report. So first off, we will have our Toastmaster Kiran. Kiran, the time of the report, please.
Here is my report. Sergeant at Arms Kalpesh has taken 1 minute 35 seconds. Serving Officer Dixon has taken 4 minutes 14 seconds. TMOD Sergeant has taken 27 minutes 26 seconds. G Manoj, I think it's still continuing, 12 minutes 6 seconds. Prepared speeches, Tilak has taken 5 minutes 25 seconds. Veena has taken 5 minutes 20 seconds. Evaluation, Akanksha has taken 2 minutes 20 seconds. Vaibhavi, 3 minutes 6 seconds. In terms of table topics, Dixon has taken overall 11 minutes. Vaibhavi, the speaker one, that is 2 minutes 2 seconds. Arun, 1 minute 20 seconds. Soumya Sharma, 1 minute 30 seconds. Saurav, 1 minute 22 seconds. That's all. Over to you.
Thank you. Next, I would ask Toastmaster Madhumita, who is our counter for the day, to present her report.
To start with our TMOD, Tanuja ma'am uttered and so thrice and so once. Manoj sir is still going on. He used once and thrice and so once. Kiran, our timer, used twice and so twice and once. Grammarian Ajit used once and twice and so once. Our first speaker Trilok used twice. Second speaker Veena used once and so thrice. And she also used okay as a filler word. And coming to our table topics master, Dixon used so once and like so twice and like once. Vaibhavi, I actually could not spot any filler words. Arun used once and Soumya used 10 times but 3 times, twice, like twice, and you also used yeah 3 times. And Akansha, our first evaluator, I noticed you used twice. First when you were giving your introduction. And again, Vaibhavi, when you were giving your evaluation, I could not spot filler words. That was my report.
How many times should the counter say? How many? Serious question.
Madhumita.
Did anybody count?
Yeah, he was counting. He was counting.
are looking at you.
Madhumita.
Your job to punch holes on us. The other way around. Anyway, good job, done.
Yes,
Okay, now we have.
Arun has something.
Yeah.
I just have one thing to add about Madhumita. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I was just saying.
Yes,
you're audible.
Because the name has I think she counted that out.
Arun, your voice is
I
echoing.
can't hear you.
You're not clearly audible.
Your voice is echoing in the hall space.
Yes, now we can speak.
What?
Can you hear us now?
I think our microphone is not.
No, okay. Okay. In the meantime, Toastmaster Ajay for the grammarian. I think video is frozen. Is video frozen? No, there's a huge lag. There's a huge lag in the video. Is the internet slow or something?
I don't.
Yeah, because he moved and it's almost 2 seconds in the difference in the video over there. Okay, go on.
So my report for as a grammarian regarding flow of the topic, it was mine. And there is nothing to point at specifically towards grammar, but certain things like how it was being used, and it was not related to context, especially with Trilok, what I could point at. I don't know, I have not written that sentence. Okay, that was what I could relate. Then regarding word of the day, it was being used thrice, once by Tanuja and twice by Tanuja. So then there were phrases like double-edged sword, which was being used by them. This is being noted. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Arun, are we audible?
Yes. Am I audible?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Still
please.
here. Go on.
No, I was just saying Madhumita said Soumya used ya twice or thrice. The name itself is Soumya, so there could have been 1 or 2 ya there itself.
That of course was missed. Okay, so let's proceed to the rest of the meeting. The meeting started off at 10:15 a.m., which I think is our regular start point. Okay, and SA Kalpesh started it as required, and he made a simple, crisp start, is how I'll put it, right? So that was good work. What I'd ask you to do is, don't get worried if at all you think you're losing a few words here and there. Don't worry about it. Go with the flow. Otherwise, you're doing a brilliant job, as I say. Moving on to the president. Meeting started. You follow the required protocol of using the label and stuff like that. And there is a good short speech keeping the objective of the meeting in mind and what's the objective of Toastmasters in mind. Now, see, typically what happens is all conversations which you go for a meeting, you often say Toastmasters was started in 1924, Royal Service started it, and the same old repeated stuff keeps on happening, right? But it is very rare that we get a reference as to what is the objective of Toastmasters. It is not just about giving a speech. So that's what Wilson has presented today in his presiding roles, presiding officer role. He brought it over. Good job done on that one. Right? Now, apart from that, the key element for today was our Toastmaster Tanuja, who was our TMOD, and it's a very rare event wherein the TMOD typically tries to throw entertainment into the session rather than a bit of an educational session. That is how I will differentiate today's role which she has played. And let me tell you why. Typically, if I was a TMOD, my job was to make a few jokes and try to run the show so that there's a break of monotony happening over there. But today, when Tanuja was presenting, it was not monotony; it was curious. Now, I'm a history buff. I read about the Imambara in school. I have seen it. I'm not going to Lucknow till late. But today was the first time when she explained that what happens if you, because of the multiple entry points over there where you can get lost. This is something which I didn't know, right? So thank you for that depth. At the other side of it, she actually managed to tie in the objective of making a choice. making a choice, we get so many philosophical stuff, right? We get all the self-help books and all those stuff. Now here was a simple option given to you wherein why or how you should make your choice only by suggesting that you are there in a place called the Bada Imambara. Because that was a jigsaw puzzle. That is the jigsaw. That is probably the known first jigsaw puzzle in India, independent of who built it or what time period it was built on. The Bada Imambara, the Chota Imambara, they are two. But apart from that, there are no jigsaw puzzle structures anywhere in India as a historical value. That's something very unique as far as our history is concerned. So the thing is, Tanuja managed to lock in the 2 points wherein one is she took us on a historical journey on one side, on the other side she took us on a journey of how to make your choice, because a wrong choice and you're going to be stuck somewhere in that loop, you're not going to get out of it. So how you take that understanding, and the way she brought it was very gentle kind of thing, rather not a very persuasive thing, not pushing the argument too hard, but suggesting these are the things which you can do, this is how you should do. This is what you should actually consider before taking that judgment call, right? So that was a very well done thing. The only other drawback was, I think, in terms of time, it was a little too long. So what I would suggest is maybe considering your speaking style, which is at a gentle pace in itself, I would ask you to try and consider shortening it up a bit here and there, in the interest of time, nothing else. But if at all there is an opportunity wherein you could use this entire storyline of today as a speech, I would say please do use it, because that illustrates a point in depth, which is about the choice. So the background image of the Bada Imambaras, that corridor way does a fantastic job there, and the way you explain just ties into it perfectly. So please do consider reusing this entire thing as a speech. Moving further, evaluations are good, because evaluations, good speeches, which to be honest, I haven't heard in a very long time, other than when we go to contests and people psych up themselves in terms of speeches. Nothing of that sort was there. We had very good, top quality speeches running today. Good evaluations. And the tag team also, they're doing a very good job in spite of the ragging which I gave her. My apologies. It is a good job on that also. Overall, it was a very good meeting. We had a good session today, so I'll ask our PMOD Toastmaster Tanuja to take over.
Our general evaluator, for giving us, for telling us what we did well and where we can improve. Very well done. With this, I bring the meeting to close because we are already running over time. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. I request everyone please vote. I'll share the link in the WhatsApp, so please vote for that. Meantime, guest, could you give any feedback for today's meeting?
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
It's very well organized, so I'm very happy to see. Maybe this will definitely motivate the way you are the discipline. That will be
Thank you.
I'm very happy.
Thank you. And just Soumya Sharma, you have to give any feedback.
Yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, it was as wonderful as
You have been a Toastmaster or?
I've been here also to this one. I'm not a member here yet. I was member in Delhi for 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
And then I shifted to Delhi. I'll become a member here.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
So it was a great meeting today. The voting is going on now. So I have 2 announcements for today. First one is that I'm really happy to see so many members in our offline meeting. Usually we have so many online members, but today we have lots of offline members. It's very good. Please continue that in next week's meeting also, because we want to be everyone in the meeting room. It will be really fun for us. That's first thing. Second thing, Toastmaster, we just want to reconfirm next week, are we conducting icebreaker marathon, anything like that? Right. We are conducting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So new members, it will be great to have 4 to 6 speeches. There are a lot of new members. We will use it as a networking event as well. So would absolutely love, reach out to your mentors. If you don't have a mentor, it's a good time for you to get assigned a mentor as well. Would love to hear icebreaker. Anybody who's just a new pathway, you can do your L1, P1 of that as well. So new members can get to know old members as well. Let's do it as an icebreaker marathon, and we will have good fun that way.
Sure, thank you. So that's it from my end. And the voting result will be yes, it's almost done. Yeah. Okay, you want me to share the link now? You have to. Thank you. So the best role taker is, of course, Pierre Modi, Toastmaster, National Toastmaster. Best speaker, the tight competition between two speakers, but still for this slight percentage, Toastmaster Thriller. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Vaibhavi. And best table topic speaker, again Toastmaster Vaibhavi. Congratulations to everyone. So see you next week again. I close the meeting number 170. Thank you. We will have a photo session, right, everyone? Oh, you're outside. Arunji, can you take a photo?
Yeah, I will take the photo. Yeah. Can Sandeep also come online? Is it possible for Sandeep to come online? I mean, or am I the only one? Okay. Get closer, guys. Get closer.
Wait, I tell you, why don't you guys sit down?
Yeah.
This looks like a Dadar train, man. Definitely looks like a Dadar local train. Wow. Seriously, I didn't expect this room to have these many people. Fascinating. Okay, the one behind Veena, not clearly visible. Look, yeah, okay, cool. Smile. This way, towards the camera, please. Thank you. Smile. Thank you, guys.
That's done. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks everyone.